Okay, why don't we do a little brainstorming today with the concept of unions and federations and put them into perspective and in comparison? Yes. So, the first thing that I'm going to talk about today is the importance of regional economic cooperation and how there are various organizations which are helping various countries across the globe. So, one of the most successful, or the most successful, basically, union of all such is European Union. Yes, and basically what happened was that there were these six communities which came together, European communities, right? We call them the six inner communities, and these are namely Belgium, West Germany, Italy, France. We have Luxembourg and Netherlands. So these they came together and they formed this particular platform, which is the European Coal and Steel Community. Yes, this was back in 1951, and this was done via the Treaty of Paris. And then it was so successful that there was another thing which was directed from there, and that was the European Economic Community. That this was 6 years later in 1957, along with another entity, which was our platform, which was the European Atomic Energy Community, also otherwise known as Euratom, in 1950. So these platforms basically help bolster the economies of all the communities come together, European communities, which basically comprised of 28 members. And yeah, so therefore, European Union was seen to be the most successful regional economic integration example that there ever was. And this was very true until we see in 2016 what happened was that UK decided to just step out. And yeah, so why did that happen? So basically, EU's or European Union's success basically comes from how the communities are so much on the same page with each other because of their cultural ties, because of their historical background, because they have so much to relate with each other. And also, there's a lot to agree on between them. Yes. But then what happened was it wasn't enough for UK. Also, there's an important point over here. UK's integration in the European Union first was challenged and was not so welcomed by Charles de Gaulle. And it was only after he resigned that UK got the chance to become a part of the European Union. So anyhow, it but then decided to stay out or back out or step out. Why? So it turns out that there are so many other factors at play over here. Like number one was the question of sovereignty, right? Now, because they were in a union, so that means compromise on certain aspects. And also one of them is your sovereignty, because now the decision making power basically is something which is not in your hands but in the hands of the mediator, which is bringing all those members together and working through them and looking after resource allocation, etc., etc. So you don't really have that particular say or the power to decide where your resources are going to be put. Yes. So that was the first thing. The second thing was there was a lot of distrust. Basically, UK kind of lost its confidence in the European Union's bureaucracy. That was the second thing. Third was that how much were they investing to maintain their membership in the union. So that was also something that they thought like maybe this much of an investment can be put somewhere else which can help us economically. And then there was some immigrant rules and regulations which they were concerned for, and this is why the UK felt like it will step out. So now that you know the entire story about European Union, which is a regional thing, can you find out how can we relate and what lessons can we learn and what lessons can we apply in terms of Pakistan internally as a federation, and also Pakistan being in ECO, being in SARC, and other regional organizations that it is a part of? I'll be waiting for your comments.